I'm about to show you my December daily, and I thought it probably would be good if I were to pop on before and just tell y'all beforehand that one of the pictures, my husband, he hunts, so one of them is with him and his doe that he caught that season, and my little girl watches craft videos with me. So I do have to really pick out who I'm subscribed to, just in case. So I think I would want warning if my little daughter was there and someone else had a photo of a dead deer. There's no guts or blood or anything like that in the picture, but just throwing it out there that is a part of our life and his life, and I did document that. I was very proud of him because he was waiting all week, going hunting all week, early morning hours, and he finally caught one on the last day, on the last hour, and we are real respectful about it. We do use it for food and the way it's processed, and it's just really thought out. But anyway, just in case there are people who watch my videos, thank you, but you're not comfortable with hunting or anything like that, I'm just letting you know beforehand. I'm totally okay if you don't watch this video, that's totally fine. But yeah, anyways, see y'all in my next one. Today I am going to be doing a flip through of my 2019 December daily. I finished this year in February, and I think I was going to show it to y'all, but I wanted to be done with Christmas. I mean, by February, you're just over it, So I decided to wait into November to show it to y'all. This right here is a bright, pretty red album that I bought at Tuesday morning on sale for like $4, I believe. The size is 4x4, and it's a canvas red, very pretty. There's nothing on the outside because I'm going to wait until my girls are a little older to decorate the outside of my albums, just because they really like looking at the inside, and I don't want to be on them about what's on the outside. So the collection I used for 2019 was crepe paper Merry Days, and I did add a little bit here and there for my stash. Like for instance, this vellum is from Hobby Lobby. For all my numbers, really, I used a, I want to say it's 2x2 or 2x3 cut apart sheet from the Merry Days 12x12 paper pad. The numbers went all the way through 25, I believe, and so it's perfect for December daily. And so I popped that up on foam, and then with my Hobby Lobby Star Punch, it's super tiny for comparison, you see. I just punched out a bunch of small little glitter hearts to use as just little embellishments there. With my tab punch, I made this little gold foil tab so you can flip it up, and that's actually from like recycled packaging. And then to cover up that white space, I don't know if you can see it, I just added the house and the tree and another little star. It's real cute. And then to keep it together, I used the washi. And the photo, I think December 1st fell on a Sunday, and so a group of friends, we were meeting and discussing just our heart, and then December 1st was the first time we opened up those meetings to the public. So anybody who wanted to come and join us could, and that was the first time we ever did that, and so that was very exciting. And then I just wrote all about it, having it our friend, the Edgars, and all that stuff. Then these are just some stickers from the 6x12 cardstock sheet. Then I have this little tag here. It is a punch out, so that Christmas tree is the punch out from this tag. To back it up though, I just used some scrap paper there, and I added this little sequence red star on top. And in the back is the receipt of our Christmas tree. Yes, this is another piece of vellum that I had in my stash. This is fabric washi. Use that for a little tab, and that's also for my stash, that wood veneer. That just says Christmas tree in the back. And then it's all about decorating the Christmas tree. Now, this happened actually, I started decorating the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving, but my daughter putting the star on, I want to say happened December 2nd. So I had to do it in between my daughter's newborn naps, which is like every 45 minutes for an hour and her nap. So it took a while to get the tree done. So by December 2nd, it was done. Anyway, so here we have a bunch of little 2x2s, right? And then this was just a little sequin mix that I made in there. Merry Christmas and Christmas trees. Here, I'm supposed to be taking a picture of my daughter's first Christmas ornament, and I have yet to do it because I was waiting to print out a picture of our Christmas portraits to put it in the ornament and then take a picture of it all together, and then I'll put it in here. So this year I took a picture of the tree skirt because that's actually my mom's, and me and my sisters share it, so that was special that I got to use it this year. And then just some journaling here. What I really like about this year is that I did all my journaling on my typewriter, which I really like, and I think I will continue doing it till I get tired of it. So on December 3rd, my husband went hunting and he got himself a doe, and we had some really good meals out of that deer, and we're so thankful for that. I put hunt season in this little reindeers for Mommy Lovey. They still have them this year. And then in the back of 3, I think the image didn't go with what was happening on those days, so I just covered up with some washi tape. And then that was the morning of my girls. So we were cozy in bed and he was freezing. Okay, so this is December 4th. And this is the only photo I have of the fun date that we did with some friends. But I had an accident. We were using scooters and it was so much fun. Those scooters that you can like connect with your phone on an app. I don't really know all of it, but like you pay by the minute or something like that. And we were downtown. It was a lot of fun. But Tulsa has tons of really bad potholes. And I hit one and I rolled over and I bruised my thigh and my hip very, very bad. Like it was pretty bad. It knocked me down for maybe 3 days, just super sore, but I was being a real good sport about it. My husband was just he felt so bad, and he was like, we're never doing that again. But honestly, I would do it again because I had so much fun. On December 5th was obviously a chill day. Just put there mostly because I can barely walk from my fall. But I was determined this year to really not let winter bring me down. I'm not a winter person. Winter season is my least favorite. But I was determined that year to really just make the most out of every winter day. And so it was sunny enough to go out and just swing in our front yard and just, have a relaxing time. December 6th, we went out and looked at all the neighborhood Christmas lights. Got some hot chocolates and cookies, and we love going to shopping center, I guess you can say. But anyways, they have all the trees lit up and these beautiful nutcrackers and just really pretty. This tree was huge. It was almost as tall as a house, and it was my favorite. I always take a picture of one of my favorite lightings that I see. December 7th was just my little girls being so great. I said, Mama really has to clean because the next day I'm doing a Christmas party. And so they just were lounging around watching movies while I got to clean. And I just thought that was just adorable. Okay, and so this was my first time hosting a cookie exchange party. I have gone to them, but I've never hosted one, and it's so much fun. I wanted to do it because I have so much fun on all the other ones that I go to. This is actually ribbon from a Christmas present I received that year, and I just reused that. The little small alphas there, that's really old. That's from scrapbook.com, like, oh my gosh, back in 2009, believe it or not. So, and then this is the invitation that I just punched. And then I just added some pom-pom ribbon there that I think I got that at Target Dollar Spot, I want to say. And then I just wrote some journaling about it in the back. And all the wonderful cookies. That's a punch out from a tag, and I just put some gold thread with some tile alphas that I got from Joann's. I like the different colors that Mary Days had. Like, that's kind of like a peachy, you know? Anyways, on day 9, I went and had some coffee with a friend, and I thought that was adorable. So while I'm talking, my friend is like, oh, she's asleep. And she fell asleep sucking on my hand. Like, oh my gosh, how adorable is that? Oh, that is old. I want to say that's from Tuesday morning, like it came in this wood veneer type of pack. This was no photo. I don't have any photo for December 10th because I was packing on our way to Texas. And then at the same time, we found out that a friend of ours passed away. Very, very, very dear friend. And so I wrote about that as well. And then December 11th, it was going on the airplane, and it was my daughter's first flight. And I just wrote about that. I was like super nervous. I was flying by myself. This doesn't have a protector. I usually try to put all the photos in protectors. When I have a page protector, I think it's okay. So, you know, if this wasn't in a page protector, a plastic sleeve, then I would have not done that. I wouldn't have them just exposed like that, just because I don't want them to get all scratched up or marked or anything. And then here I have a little tag, Jingle All the Way, and it's just her first airplane ticket that I just stapled this scrap piece of ribbon, and it folds out into her ticket. And then day 12 and 13, I put them there because I think that's how best it went, because I put them together. Yes, okay, so what happened is that I met my husband in Houston, and then from Houston we drove home. And so I didn't take any pictures while we stayed in Houston at a friend's house. When we got to Houston, she entered into the 4-month sleep regression, and it was just awful. And so I did journal about that, but there's no photos to go with that. This right here is packaging for a Chanel perfume that someone gifted to me because I had complimented them on their scent. And the next day or night, they gifted me the perfume, and I was just, it was such a sweet, sweet surprise. And so, yeah, I just journaled about that. Okay, 15th. What went on the 15th? Oh, okay, so now we are on our way to Harlingen, and my husband is really great at finding very awesome coffee shops, or no matter where we are, he will find one. If you live in Houston, you need to check out Blended Coffee Club. So good. And this vellum here is for my stash, and I just cut these out into little tabs, or maybe they're already like that. I can't remember. But I made it to where you can do that. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to do it this way because I tend to open things on the left for some reason. And I just sewed it there so that it can be a little bit durable through the years. This is not Mary Days. This is a die cuts with a view cut apart from a paper pad that I got Tuesday morning. I think I needed something that was a little plain maybe. I'm not sure why I used that instead. But anyway, day 16, oh, first time meeting Grandma. This is from my husband's side, and so cute. And then on the 17th, my stepmom. Oh my gosh, guys. If you're from Texas, or maybe you could find them at your Mexican market, it's a grapefruit soda. What's it called? Topo Sabores? Maybe? I'm looking at that right. Oh, so good, and she knows I like them so much. And there is a very much Mexican breakfast. Homemade flour tortillas, potatoes, huevos rancheros. I think that's just potato and egg. I guess they made some for those who didn't like huevos rancheros. And beans, brown beans. Oh my goodness, so delicious. So good. Number 18. Day 18, we went in to visit my husband's parents. And we walked in, and 1/3 of their tree was completely gone. And we walked in, and Mila was like, what happened to y'all's tree? Grandma was like, oh, well, the top was dying, and so Jerry, my father-in-law, just chopped it off, and was like, that's the ugliest tree I have ever seen. And I'm just laughing because that is so Marvel Christmas. That no one liked my in-laws in a good way, and in most interesting, and they keep life funny and interesting, and yeah, just love it. Every time we go down there, it doesn't matter what the season is, he wants to see the beach. He's just something about the waves or something. It was freezing. Well, for me, it was freezing. For a girl from Texas, Ellie's first time at the beach, though I won't count it because she literally couldn't get in it, so. But anyways, I thought these pictures came out so cute. And I just made this little pocket here from the 6x6 paper pad, and I sewed it. Yeah, fussy cut some stuff here to just make it real cute. And to add more photos. Journaled about it there. Okay, so it's on the 19th, and we ate at Pier 19. It's one of my favorite restaurants there, and it just so happened that we were there on the 19th. And then we always stop at Dairy Queen when we go to the beach. Doesn't matter if it's cold or hot. Okay, on 21st, we went out to dinner with my sister. I just journaled about that because it was just really good conversation, very heartfelt convos. You know, when you have a really just good conversation with a person and you're just so much fuller for it, you know? That's what happened that night, and I journaled about that. And then on the 20th, my cousin Michelle came and visited, and she got to meet Ellie. Then on the 22nd, we had church, and my dad, as we're leaving, he asked me to sing some Christmas carols. And so I just, you know, winged it while Ellie is asleep on me. I am literally holding her while singing to the church. It was real sweet. And this I did put in a page protector. I think I was getting paranoid, and so I just had to do it, and I stapled it with my We Are Memory Keepers staple punch. It has 3 different sizes of staples, and I think that's the biggest one there. And more of that pom-pom trim. I think I just hot glued that. And that's her. She pretty much slept the entire time we were at church. And then this is just me, the Rose, almost 3.5, and she says, let's make a Christmas card, Mama. At that time, she could only do zigzags or like M's, and so I thought that was something I wanted to keep. And she actually made some of these for all of her friends. Thought that was real cute. She glued that. Then the 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, we made tamales with my Aunt Connie, and it's just a sweet tradition. I've always wanted to do this. I remember one time my mom and her sisters did it, and I don't remember us doing it again. I think ever since then we just kind of bought them, and I don't mind buying them because down in South Texas, that is someone's way of, you know, living. That's how they make their money for their family, so it's kind of like supporting local, you know? So I don't mind buying them, but I really wanted to learn this year, and my Aunt Connie said she would, and it took like pretty much a whole morning and afternoon, and it was a lot of fun because I got to see my dad and my aunt interact as siblings, something that I've never really seen before, and it was really funny to see. And anyway, look at the size of this pan. Holy moly. Yeah. Because she made some for her family, we made some ours, and yeah, that's me. I say that's me because I have no makeup on. To me, I look different, but yes, I just love this picture because we all kind of look the same. That's a very Charles expression. Anyways, I'll treasure that time. It was so sweet. And then Christmas Eve. Hispanics really celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. That's just how we roll. Here we have the night and everything. I journaled about that. It's just a flip up. And this is actually packaging. This, it's cardboard, right? Like really thin cardboard. And it's packaging. I'm not really sure from what. Maybe it was the puffy stickers or something, but I used it, the tags there, and just a little photo, and I wrote our ages because I thought that would be neat to remember, because now I have to have a little cheat sheet. I have like something, a little notepad of the years and my ages, and so that was something I learned to do for my kids, is to write their ages so they won't have to guess like, how old was I, you know. There's that, and more pictures of the night, and we have the tamales we ate, and charo beans and rice, and just salsas, and yeah, really, really good. And for the first time ever, my in-laws were there. No particular reason. I think that was just the first time we invited them for our Christmas Eve. And now I'm like, why didn't we do this from like the year we got married? Because it was just so much fun and so pleasant. No one knew except my stepmom, but I was showing signs of mastitis. I had fever, I had chills. If you nurse, you know, I was just popping in lots of ibuprofen to make sure my fever would go down and I could really be there for my family. And finally, at the end of the night, when she went to sleep, I was just almost in tears because I was just so tired. And I finally told my husband at night, and he was like, why did you tell me? Because I didn't want nobody to worry. But it went away. It went away that night, and Christmas was okay. So this is Christmas. So my little girl, I put this here because my little girl, she went through this period where she doesn't like to wear pants. So to cover that up. All right. Yeah, we're in our Christmas pajamas, and except my husband, he's like, I already got a button up. And yeah, so cute. That's also Christmas morning at the Christmas tree. And I put my journaling on vellum. This is my first time doing this, and it's so cool. Really like how it turned out. I need to buy more vellum whenever Hobby Lobby's having a sale. And then just wrote about Ellie's first Christmas. So cute. And what we got for Christmas. I got my husband some Iversons, Mila and Anna costume, and my husband got me some Doc Martens that I've been wanting. And yeah, just so sweet. Sewed that there, because vellum can be really, really thin, and so I wanted to really make sure it didn't go anywhere. And then that's my daughter, so cute. And I think she bent that, but I'll still use it. You know, I've noticed that Chanel sometimes will have like bent paper, and she still uses them. They're still good, you know, like a broken crayon can still color. So anyways, yeah. And this is actually a punch out from a wonky Star Punch that I have. And then brunch. My stepmom does a brunch. It was delicious. So good. And then we went to my husband's house right after we had brunch. And we opened gifts with them. And of course, the powerful tradition is to read the true meaning of Christmas. We always read the story of Jesus to my little girl. And she loves it, I love it, my husband loves it. It's just real special to me. Real cute. That's actually a heart punched out fabric washi. And believe it or not, because it has the paper on the back, because it's adhesive as well, it punches out really well. I wouldn't think that I could do fabric with my punches, but because it has that paper, it punched straight through, and so that was really cool. And also how I extended the house was I just cut this, the house was together, and I just cut it and just tucked it in, and it looks like one big old house. And then this was meeting Grandma for the first time. Ellie was meeting Grandma for the first time. That's their great grandma, I mean. So that was pretty neat because I never even got to meet my grandma. And then our Christmas list, and then Christmas dinner back at my parents' house. And our friend Nathan joins us here. That was a lot of fun. And we had the traditional Christmas dinner because that's the way my stepmom celebrates it too. So that was really sweet. And then we ended Christmas night with playing a board game that my friend Nathan made. Like, he made it. He thought of it, players and the rules and everything, and so that was pretty neat. And you know what's funny? Is that I do not like playing board games. I just don't. It's just not my thing. I like group interactive games, stuff like that. But as far as a board game, it's like just nails on a chalkboard for me. But what's funny is that I did play, And I won. I thought that was hilarious. So anyways, that's my December daily, y'all. It is completed, documented, and I'm so glad that I started doing this. This is the second year, and 2020 will be the third year. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm enjoying seeing y'all's December dailies. They're just so much fun and so just warming. I'll see y'all in my next video when I show you how I am going to do 2020 December daily and my stash.